Hey, it's Jenna. This is my newest question and answers video for Tumblr. So, I'm just gonna kind of dive right in to start with. Thanks for sending me messages in advance to everyone. So, one of the most popular questions I got this time around was, what happened with Victor and I? There's no really definite, straight answer for what happened with us. It was, definitely a big disaster of things. But, the basics is I found out he cheated on me, and he came up with numerous excuses to get away with it. And in the end, we ended up breaking up. And then I never really heard from him again. I did end up finding out I was pregnant with his child, so I contacted him and told him, and, we just kind of played things by ear. Then, unfortunately, I had a miscarriage throughout the summer. That happened while I was at camp, and I know many of you think I'm still lying about that, but you know what? Fuck you. You can believe what you want. I know I personally went through that. I have all the bills to pay and all the records of it. The emotional trauma, I don't really have to prove myself to you. So, that's that. You can really honestly believe what you want, but what are you gonna get out of it, right? So, we are no longer in contact. I have him blocked everywhere to my knowledge that I can have him blocked. And we are not speaking, and I don't want to speak to him. So, that's kind of the basics that happened with Victor, I guess. I'm really sorry. I'm super awkward, you guys. And then, I got another question that said, what are some strategies on to knowing that things will get better even when you feel like the end is not in sight? I mean, I've definitely been there before where I can't see any light in the tunnel, and I think everything is collapsing in on me. You just honestly have to do your best to keep fighting. Hold on. Remember, there are people who love you even if you don't see it or feel like it. You make a lot bigger impact than you honestly think. Sometimes I like to use the analogy that life is game. Like, it's a game of life. And the world's just throwing things at us to hold us back and try to bring us down, and it's going to try to make us lose. And we have to keep rolling the dice and keep spinning and keep fighting so we can get to the end and prove them all wrong and prove to them that we can fight and we're worth it and that we can win the game. So that's kind of the advice I have on that, as well as you can always talk to me. Like, I'll answer you, anon or not. As long as I'm online, I'll talk to you. Another question I got was, do you still believe marriage can work? And if so, could you see yourself marrying Zach? I'd like to believe in marriage. I think I like the concept of it. I mean, obviously, I don't see that in my future at all after being engaged and having that fall apart so disastrously. I don't really know what the future holds for Zach and I. We've not even been together 2 months officially again. I care so deeply for him, and I really do love him. I never stopped loving him. He's always been someone extremely special to me. But marriage is not on the plate at all right now, but I mean, if it comes down to it, And, like, yeah. I just don't know what the future holds, but idealistically I would like to get married someday, and if it's to Zach, well, that's amazing. And if we have a tragic downfall again and it's to someone else, well, then I guess I'm lucky. I'm marrying whoever I marry. I just want to be happy. I got asked who are my best friends. I have a few best friends. My number one best friend is Emily. Emily is my rock, my sister from another mister. Like, she is my everything. I've known her for like 7, almost 8 years, something like that. And she's been through absolutely everything with me. And, you know, I tried to push her away, and she fought back, and I am so, so, so thankful to have her in my life, and she's amazing. So, that's her. And then, another best friend of mine would definitely be Splash. Splash is someone I met through my job at a Girl Scout camp, so that's why she has a little bit of a silly name, because we have camp names. I'm Birdie. And she is essentially my twin. Like, we could not be more identical. There's very, very few things that are different about us. And I love her so much. She got me through so much this summer, and she always reminds me that I'm worth it, not to forget that. And, you know, honestly, she's the best sister to have around. I love her to pieces. There are no proper words to really describe how much I care about her and how much I can never repay her for all that she's done for me the past year. I also got asked, who do I want to meet? I'm not really sure if that means like Tumblr people or like celebrities or anything. But I'm looking forward to meeting Brandon in the near future. He's a follower that I've recently started communicating with who lives pretty close by. And that would be phenomenal to have another friend around in this area. Someone else I want to meet would definitely be Bettina. She's my baby girl. I've loved her for like 4 years now, and she's so perfect, and she's one of my most amazing Tumblr friends. And I suck at responding to her. But at the end of the day, I love her so much, and when I have enough money, I am definitely going out to Europe, and I am going to meet her and hug her and show her just how beautiful she is, because she doesn't know how amazing she is. And another person I would like to meet, I guess, would be, I've met Andy Biersack for a very, very short occasion, but I would like to actually talk to him. So, hopefully when I see him in a few weeks, I can actually get a chance to talk to him, and that would be phenomenal. So that's that. There's a bunch more people I'd like to meet, but that's kind of like the basics, I guess. How many piercings and tattoos do I have? I currently have 4 tattoos. I have a star and a moon on my hand. And then I've got the numbers from Donnie Darko written on my arm. And then Andy Biersack's handwriting of Savior right on my collarbone. So that's 4. I plan to get much more ink. That's just all I have at the moment. As for piercings, I have 3. I have my nose pierced. I have my vertical labret pierced. And, hair's in the way. I have my tragus pierced as well. So, that's that. I do plan on getting more piercings as well in the future. So, these are just kind of how do I want to say it? Where I'm at for now. Yeah. I also got asked, have you and Zach had sex since you've been back together, or are you waiting until you're more serious? I did say nothing was off limits, but that's awful personal. Yes, we have slept together. I basically am living at his house, so I don't know what other ways you would expect that to work out. But, yeah, I don't know. We have cool for us, I guess. With that, back to you. Sorry, I'm singing. That's embarrassing. Let's see, hold on, I'm going through my inbox at the moment to see if I missed any questions. Oh, right, I got asked if I'm gonna do any meetups soon. I'm not planning any official meetups, but there's like a few people that live close by that I'm trying to meet and hang out with. If more and more people plan to visit, I might do a bigger meetup in the future, but I'm not entirely sure. And this video is getting pretty long, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope I answered all your questions properly. I love you, little fighters. You're amazing. Stay strong. Mwah.